It's the new season and I'm going to be walking to every Premier League club in London on Don Robbie's football march to raise awareness and money for Prostate Cancer UK. I'm going on the ultimate scouting mission to find out what our London rivals have got in store this season. I'll be giving my passion a football purpose by supporting one of my favourite charities, Prostate Cancer UK. Did you know that prostate cancer is the most common cancer in men? 1 in 4 black men will get prostate cancer, and that's double the risk of white men. Don Robbie's football march is about raising funds to find better tests and treatments to save men's lives. So how can you help? Keep an eye out for the updates, share my stories about my challenge, and sponsor me to help me save men's lives. Search Don Robbie's football march on Just Giving or check out the links in my bio. I can't wait. AFTV 2-0 against Lyon. We looked all right in pre-season. Only one defeat the game against Liverpool, and the performance was decent in that. Are we ready going into that first game against Wolves next week?
It feels like it, doesn't it? It feels like today was probably the closest thing to what we're going to play for the first game against Wolves, and it looked like it was clicking. It looked like it worked. It's really happy to see, obviously, Calfuri get minutes and get in there. And I know we've been screaming for an attacker, but we scored a lot of goals last season. We can't forget that. We still have a good goal-scoring record as well as a good defensive record.
Is it enough, though?
Well,
is it enough?
Funny
because
enough,
at the moment it's the same attack, right? Good attack, same attack, fell short last season. Is it enough?
Funny enough, I see signing Calafuri, the more I think about it, I see it as an attacking signing because the way he plays is very similar to how we see Zinchenko play. He sort of gets the ball, lays it off, and then drifts into that midfield. So in a way, he's freeing up players like Partey, players like Rice, to sort of players like Odegaard to just go join the attack. And he is sort of becoming that pivot there, where you've got the back three of White. Maybe I'm over-analysing it here, but I see him drifting into the middle to allow those players more freedom to go forward and play. So as fans, obviously, we want to see a striker, we want to see goals, we want to see this, that. But as a coach, I can see what Mikel Arteta's doing. And I can see that maybe there's no need to go out and spend incredible money on a forward when you can spend half of that on a defender who's, going to become that backup centre-back. Because I'll be honest, I haven't got the most confidence in Kiwior as backup. If something happened to Gabriel Saliba, I'm very comfortable seeing Calafuri play that centre-back role as well as the left-back role. So I think he's a player who ticks maybe more than one box. He ticks maybe 2 or 3 boxes. So I can see exactly why we spent the money that we spent on him, and I can see exactly what Arteta's trying to do with him.
All right. A lot of defenders, like that last guy said, a lot of defenders. If everybody's fit, peak fitness, every single defender, what's your back four?
I think it was the back four with Calafuri, Gabriel, Saliba and Ben White. And
no Timber?
Unfortunately not. Not unless anyone's form dips. I think Calafuri has to get minutes, he has to start and he has to be able to prove himself. But I think if everybody stays fit in that back four, you can't change it. It's close enough to what it was last season that we were all singing and dancing about. So why on earth would you change that? And that was the question I had when he signed another defender. I thought you surely can't change it.
There's a lot of defenders. You got Timber, who to me, pre-season, I know you only played in America, he looks unreal, right? You've also got Tomiyasu to come back in if he's fully fit. So a lot of defenders.
Yeah, and I just think football's also a business, and maybe we do need to cash in on some of the players. As much as we like them, I can't see where Tomiyasu's going to play. Maybe back up, right back. Kiwior as well. Do we really need him? Maybe early Carabao Cup games. Yes, they'll be used. Yes, they'll get minutes. Yes, they'll help the team out. But I think if we can cash in while their stock's high, let's cash in, and then we might have the money in the bank for a striker. Saying that, I think we're a bit too late in the window now to go and get anyone really. I think
You didn't make guys happy there. They want to see people coming in.
I just think all the big
still
names,
2 weeks left.
I know, but I think all the big names have already now been linked. The talks have already started, and for us to jump in sort of late on, we're going to be paying well over.
You can make late moves
players,
in the market.
The one I would have liked was Isak, and I think it's just way too late now to go for a player like that. Same with
Osimhen, the guy says.
Again, I think he's linked elsewhere as well now. I think it's just too late.
But everyone's linked elsewhere. You got to go in and get what you want, innit?
Probably that business maybe should have started from back in January and we should have picked it up early in the window. And if it was going to happen,
the window shuts on the 30th of August.
Yeah, but give them a full pre-season with us. You know, it's going to be tough to sign someone now. That's the reality of it. It's going to be tough. I would have had Alvarez. I would have had Alvarez in. The beauty of that is that it's now weak in City a little bit. If Haaland steps on a Lego brick, you know, they're in trouble. So maybe that's our hope. But I really think if we go now, we're going to, you know, teams are going to know we're desperate. They're going to bump up the price on any striker.
So you wouldn't buy no one no more, like no other attacking player at the end of this window?
With the number of goals we scored last season, I don't think it's a priority for Mikel, and I'm going to trust him because what he's done is fantastic. And I've questioned his decisions before, and I think he's proved me wrong every single time. So if he thought that Calafiori was what we needed, I saw it work today. I'm going to trust that decision, and I'm going to say, don't worry about the striker. Get it in January, get it next summer. But I think it's too late now.
And where do you think we'll finish the season?
Ooh, where do I think we'll finish? The reality is, unless they're going to do something about what City and their 115 charges, they'll probably win it again for a 5th time. But, you know, I think we're the top team, and I think we can go and beat City actually at the Etihad as well. I think it is our year to show that Arteta's had 4 years now to build the squad to what he wants it to be. And I think now is the time where he's not trying to build it to win an FA Cup. He's trying to build it to win the Premier League. And I think now maybe the last pieces are just coming together. I know Marino's probably still going to come in. I think maybe that's the last piece we're going to do. And I think that might be enough to get us over the line this season, but we'll see. Realistically, City are going to do it again, aren't they? But I think we'll be right behind them. I think we'll be right behind them breathing down their neck.